A special day here in Cooperstown, New York. The induction ceremonies for the year 2001. Dave Winfield, Bill Mazeroski, Hilton Smith, and Kirby Puckett now join the 249 others, making it 253 different people who have been selected to baseball's Hall of Fame. Kirby Puckett basically does everything by the book, except off the field, where you see him be a different type of person. Nobody has really embraced other people the way I've seen Puckett do it. Having spoken to, and you know as many baseball players as you do, he's your buddy. Even if you don't know him very well, to call you by a nickname, he just makes you feel very comfortable, and he made this crowd feel pretty comfortable.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's the personality of Kirby Puckett. It's just infectious. And I remember when he got hit in spring training by Dennis Martinez's fastball, and you got the word that Kirby wasn't going to be able to play anymore. And I was in a batting cage with one eye trying to hit, and I was figuring out, if I can hit with one eye, I know Kirby can, because he was twice the hitter I was. So, Buck, I thought he only needed one eye to hit. He should have kept playing.
I know. You know, and the thing about it, when have you ever heard somebody mention the PA announcer? I swear, I thought this guy hit every inning. Every time Bob Casey would announce this guy, I'd turn to Clete Bory, the bench coach, and I'd go, does this guy hit every inning? You know, and so many people talk about, well, I play the game 100%. I give the game 100%. Well, Kirby Puckett did. You know, a lot of people say they think they're giving 100%, but they really pace themselves. You know, you see them play, you know, hard in spurts and this, whatever. But Kirby Puckett, I remember watching him run on and off the field the last 2 or 3 years of his career. I mean, this guy ran everywhere. You knew he appreciated where he was.
Well, this is an example of baseball, a baseball player. You know, so often we talk about statistics to get you into the Hall of Fame. Kirby Puckett is in the Hall of Fame because of the way he handled people and the way he played the game. His numbers didn't allow himself to get to the numbers of a lot of Hall of Famers because of the injury, but because of the way he carried himself and played the game, that's why we're in Cooperstown celebrating Kirby Puckett.
No question about it, and few can relate to a city the way, or are related with the city the way Puckett is with Minnesota. I mean, for all the great sports teams Minnesota's had, only 2 championships professionally, and both belong to the Twins, and both involved Kirby Puckett. And you mentioned earlier that Dave Winfield lived up to his potential. Well, Kirby Puckett's one of those guys who walked into that clubhouse prior to Game 6 after losing 3 games in that World Series and said, whatever variation of it, I'm driving the bus. Let me take you, and he took him.
Yeah, he did. Get on my back, fellas. Buck, you have a player like that? You ever have any?
I have had some that went about it that way, but they never said it and put themselves on the line
and
like
did
that.
It. That's tough to do, to actually go out and do it. You know, we saw that in hockey with Messier, but sometimes that's a risk you got to take. And baseball is such a team sport. For an individual to be able to do it, how do you do that?
Well, you got to have opportunity to do it, too. I mean, Kirby understood the game. He hit third in that lineup. He knew that he was the guy that, if situations came up, he was going to get a chance to drive them into. Plus, opportunity. I mean, we talk so much about the catch Willie Mays made over the shoulder. That became a signature catch. Well, Kirby Puckett's Game 6 in that World Series becomes a signature thing that you identify with Kirby Puckett. And, Buck, the thing that stands out in my mind about great players, when you reach the status of single-namedness, is that properly said?
Yes.
Single name, Reggie, Kirby, you're doing some big things in the fall when it counts.
Or initials, HR. That kind of starts right there, too.
My fall work is all watching or working with you guys.
We won't talk about my initials, all right?
Exactly, because I think we've gotten enough of that on this program. When we come back, not from any of the guys going into the Hall of Fame, but we will hear from all those guys, Mr. Mazeroski, Mr. Winfield, and Mr. Puckett. That and more as our induction ceremonies continue.
And now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ.
This is ESPN Classic.
Pods, changing the way America moves. You could hassle with old-fashioned truck rental, rush it home and unload it. Hurry, you still need to get gas and return their truck. Or with Pods, just call and have a pod delivered to your driveway. Takes several days to load, then call. They'll pick up your pod and deliver it to your new home or our secure climate-controlled warehouse. Whether it's across town or across the country, make the move with